Hello and welcome. I'm Sachin Brahme with Avaya Serviceability Engineering. In this video, we'll talk about how to set up and use the MT Preview Search feature for managed jobs in Avaya Proactive Contact. MT Preview Search is a feature for managed or preview jobs. Using this feature, an empty record can be presented on the agent's screen, and the agent can search for a particular customer's record from the calling list based on a key field, for example, an account number, and then make a call to that customer. Another possibility is that the agent makes a call to the customer's phone number whose record is not present in the calling list, and he can actually save that as a new record in the calling list. We'll talk about the two search methods here, hash and LIS, which are used for this feature. From PC 5.0 with certain patches, that is 335 and 336, this is supported for the GUI-based agent also, for example, a PC agent application. This video assumes that the viewer has the basic knowledge of how a managed job functions. If you first wish to have an understanding of the managed job feature, please watch the video as shown on the screen. Let's start with talking about the configuration on the job side now. So I've logged into an editor application and I have a managed job open here. We scroll down to the section for managed dialing. The managed dialing checkbox is checked, which means that this is configured as a managed job. Now these four settings highlighted on your screen are for the MT Preview Search feature. The first one, that is display empty record at preview, determines if this feature is on or not. If this is unchecked, the other three settings don't matter. If this is checked, then when the agent joins this managed job, he'll get an empty record on his screen. Then the agent can search for a particular customer's record based on a key field, and that customer's data is pulled out from the calling list and populated on the agent's screen. The agent can then choose to make a call to that customer or cancel it. The next setting for allow dialing from deleted record determines if a record which has been marked uncallable due to some reason, maybe by a set zoning process because all phones were bad, or by a do not call process, etc. This setting determines if such record should be included in the search or not. Now for the mechanism of searching a particular customer's record, there is this setting for method for record search at preview. If you drill down into this checkbox, it has three options: LIS, hash, and none. We do not recommend the none method, so we are not going to talk about it in this video. The LIS and hash methods are two different ways of configuring how the search mechanism would work. We'll talk about the differences between the two in a while. Let's first set this to hash method and see how it works. Now when you set this to hash, the next setting, that is key field for LIS search, becomes irrelevant here. So what does the hash mean here? When the calling list is downloaded, the download process creates a hash file for the calling list. It's basically like an index table which is used for searching a record quickly based on a key field such as account number. If you go to your calling list, and my calling list is list 1 here, if you do a right click and go to download from host, under the processing tab, you'll see the setting for index calling for quick sort and searching. This should be checked here for your calling list, and you must provide a key field name here which acts as a unique identifier. In this example, it's account number. So when this calling list would have been downloaded, it would have created a hash file for this list 1 based on the key field account number. Now coming back to our job, so when you use this hash method and when the agent tries to search for a customer's record, he should search it on the account number field data, and for searching it will use the hash file which we just talked about. Let's quickly see a demo here. So I save this to hash method, save the job, and then I start my job here. The job has been started. Now I log in as a managed type agent, click on the join job button, select my job to join, and I'm presented with an empty screen. And you can see the managed call bar there, which is used for the MT Preview Search feature. If this does not show up by default, you can bring it up from the view menu. Now for this demo, I've used a small calling list with 10 records, and you can see the data in the account number, name, and phone fields there. So now the agent will have to search for a customer's record, and that search would be based on the account number field as we discussed. So let's pick an account number here. Let's say for customer 2. I copy this and paste it in the box here, and click on the Find Record button. The system will now look up the hash file for this calling list locate this record in the calling list and bring the details for this record on the screen. Now let's say we want to make a call to the home phone for this customer. So I double click on this phone, which makes it appear in the manual call box, and then you hit the manual call button to dial the phone. And then finally you can see the phone is connected now. To release the line, you can choose any completion code and release the record using the finish work button as normal. And then again, I'm presented with the next empty screen. Now just to show you one difference between the hash and LIS methods, you can see that in my calling list there are two types of account numbers, the one starting with 430 and the other starting with 5300. In the hash method, the agent can search for only one record at a time, and for that the key field he inputs should be matching exactly with the calling list data. Let me show you with an example. So let's say I want to search on records whose account number starts with, let's say, 4302209. So I'm wanting it to pick all these 5 records here. So if I try to search on only this, it comes back saying it did not find any records. So in summary, using hash method, agents can search for one record at a time, and even for that, the key field they search on should be matching exactly with the data in the calling list. Now let's talk about the LIS method. So I've stopped my job already, and this time I'm setting this to LIS, and for LIS I have to provide a key field name here. So I choose the account number field. I save my job and start it. The job has been started now. I log into the agent application as a managed agent, click on the join job button, choose my job to join, and I'm presented with the empty preview record. Now I'm using the same dummy calling list for this demo, and for searching one particular record as we did earlier, I just copy one account number from here, input that in the manage dial box, and click on the find record button. To make the call, I double click on one of the phone numbers and click on the manual call button. So till here it works the same way as the hash method does. Let me release this record here. Now let's say I want to search on all records which start with, let's say, 530029, and you can see there are 5 such records in my list. So if I search on this, that is only 530029, and I click on the find button, you will see that it has returned 5 records, and the first out of those 5 is being displayed on the screen. I can click on these next and previous buttons to move on to the next and previous searched records. So basically, using the LIS method, the search can return more than one records matching that string. So even if there are duplicate records in the list, they will be pulled out in this search. And please note that this does not have to be only a key field like an account number. You can even make it search on other fields like name of the customer. So let's say if I search on John, it will return all the records where the name field has John somewhere in it. It does not necessarily have to be starting with John. It can be anywhere in the string. And the agent can browse through the record using the next and previous buttons and place a call to any one of them. The master.cfg parameter lis_max_dupes determines the maximum number of records that will be pulled in this search. The maximum limit of this parameter is 1000. Now there is another thing that you can do with the hash method. Let's say the agent has a customer to call whose record is not in the calling list. So the agent can actually put the phone number in the manual call box, place a call to that customer, and if he wants, he can populate the data on his screen like the name of the customer, the phone details, etc. He can save the record. And when he releases the record, this record will get appended as a new record in the calling list. So if we check the calling list now, you will see that there is this 11th record appended to the list now. Please note that this record has been manually added by the agent, and so it has not been time zoned by the system yet. So next time if you run a record selection on this list, this record will not be picked up. You'll have to include this in your raw file when you run your download next time. Now, an important information about the LIS method. This type of search uses a LIS file created for the list, and it has to be created manually by the supervisor. It is best to create it before starting the job so that the job is using the latest LIS file for that list. To create the LIS file, you log into the System Administrator menu using a sysadm type of account. Go to Admin Tasks and choose the option for List or Create the LIS file. It shows the current LIS files created in the system with their date and time of creation. So if you think that since the time shown on the screen, the calling list would have got changed, you can choose to create a new LIS file. An example would be the agents manually placing calls to the customers and appending the record to the list as we saw earlier. For that, I input the calling list name here and the name of the calling list field on which the agents will search for the records. For our example, we used account number, so I'm putting account number here. But as we discussed, it can be any other field also, like the name of the customer, etc. It does not need to be a key field only. And whatever field you use to create your LIS file here, the agents should search on that field only. And you can see that it has created the LIS file now. So every time you do a new download or if there is a change to the calling list, you should recreate the LIS file for your calling list. So in this video, we saw how to set up and use the empty preview search feature with the two different search modes, that is hash and LIS. With that, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video. For any questions or feedback, you may write to us at mentor@avaya.com or at Avaya Mentor on Twitter. For more details and other technical information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.